everyone, it's Lizzie and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be showing you guys my cash envelope stuffing process and paycheck budgeting process. So if you guys are interested to see how I laid out this budget, then keep on watching. So I have used this paycheck budget method for, gosh, I want to say it's been over a year that I have been using this process, and that means we budget out each and every paycheck that we received. We figure out how much is going to go to savings, how much are we going to apply for specific bills, and how much we are going to withdraw from the bank account to stuff our daily cash envelopes. And I implement the paycheck budget along with a percentage rule or a percentage method. And I list out, depending on how much we actually receive each paycheck, I like to either live off of 70% of what that paycheck amount is or live off of 80%. So it's one or the other, because we at this point in time, we are 100% debt free. We actually have a video explaining our debt free journey, and I'll try to link it up above if I remember to do that. But yeah, we have become debt free, and this is this year, 2020. April of 2020, we became 100% debt free, and we live off of percentages. So I'll explain this in a real quick, simple way. So you take a percentage, it could be 80, 20, it could be, whatever percentage that you are wanting to set aside for. So with the 70% method, that is taking your income and you multiply it by 0.70, that gives you the 70% amount. And in our case, that is $806 for spending. That is for all of our bills, that is to come out, that is for all of our variable spending, so which is our cash envelopes, which is over here that I keep in my wallet. And then we take 20% of the income, and that is for a goal. I call that our goal percentage. That could be if you are in debt, you apply that percentage to debt. If it is you're saving for a specific, vacation, or you're wanting to grow your emergency fund, or whatever that blank is, right? That goal, you take that percentage and you apply it to that. In our case, we split the 20. So we have some sinking funds, okay? And what sinking funds is, it's a fund that you are slow and steady applying a specific dollar amount or whatever you can to that category. So that could be your holidays, that could be planning a vacation, that can be saving for a gift. It's whatever you need to get, or something is coming soon, like a car repair. You have to save for renewing your tags on your vehicle. Fill in the blank. That is what your sinking fund is for. And you should slowly be saving for those particular categories or events. But also what we do, we not only apply it to sinking funds, so this is the total from this paycheck that we're applying for sinking funds, but we also want to save. So this is for savings, which is sinking funds. That's a form of savings. And then also a savings account. And our goal for our savings is to save a good down payment for our next home. We are currently renting, and we plan on being here for about a year. It could be a little bit longer. We're not sure, especially with the times that we are facing right now. But we do want to save for at least 20% down on our next home. That is a big goal of ours, but I know we can do it if we follow our budget and if we really are intentional with every single dollar that we make. So that is the second part of the percentage. And now the last one, which is the 10%. Sorry, I am kind of going on a little bit longer than expected, but this one is the giving. And now I know you getting to this point and you're like, wait a minute, Lizzie, I don't give and I am not a tither. Well, you know what? It is okay if you're not. This is our budget, and yes, we put it out publicly, but I firmly believe that if you give back, you are going to receive so much more, and you are going to have an something happen that is unexplainable. And so we tithe, and we tithe 10% of our paycheck amount. 10% of this paycheck goes directly back to the church so that we can give through the church, meaning they are able to bless more than what we could have ever done in our own abilities, right? So if you are a tither, if you have ever given, and now it doesn't have to be a church. Like, I don't know, you may not attend a church, but you can give through a charity. If you really feel strong in your heart to give to somebody who is in need, somebody who is struggling, especially during these times, you can use your budget and your finances to bless others. And I promise you, you will receive so much more back in return. It's almost like an investment. So that is this whole strategy of our budget. So I've already calculated the totals down here. Let me zoom you guys in so that way you can see what these totals are. All right, I got you guys zoomed in. Now let me explain where I got these numbers from. So here's the income. Now 70% is from this total. It's the beginning balance, which is what's available in our bank account after we've paid everything that we needed to from last week. That is what's left over. Okay, not a whole lot, but it's something, and I am grateful. We add these two together, gives us a total. Take 70% of this total, which is this amount, times 0.70. It gives us approximately this number, 806. 20%, you do the same thing. You take that amount times 0.20. It gives us approximately this number. Now, the 10% is the only one where we are not using this total income. We're actually using the income we received, which is the paycheck. So that kind of gets a little bit confusing. I'm sorry, but it's just the way that my mind works, and it works for us. Now, moving on to the next part, which is the expenses. So we took care of the giving. I already explained that. Expenses. I use this bill tracker. And all of this stuff is available on my Etsy shop. Link is in the description box, along with a coupon code for you to save 10%. Shameless plug-in. Yes, I did that. So first paycheck of August was August the 6th. I budgeted out on the 7th, so that's why I wrote in the 7th date here, but we got this on Thursday. I write in breaking down each bill, each expense. So these are the fixed expenses that is coming out of our bank account. I write in the totals, I write in the due dates, I break it down by paycheck. And the reason why this method works so well is because when you get close to that due date, if you're doing, let's say, and everybody's pay schedule is different, but this can work for each pay schedule, I promise you. You just have to make it, you might have to stretch your dollars out just a little bit when you start this process, but then the more that you do it each month and you carry it over, the easier it will be. Give it a try. I promise you it will make sense. So what we do, we break it down based on each paycheck. I highlight when we need to have the completed dollar amount by. So in this case, storage is due on the 11th. The 11th, obviously I don't get paid on the 11th, I get paid on the 14th. So the total amount needs to be completed by the 6th. That's why it's highlighted here. So that's how this bill tracker works, and that's where I've gotten these numbers from. So then we have our gas that we have to apply funds to, and then this miscellaneous is a category that I've recently implemented in our budgeting system. And this is the amount that's just left in our bank account, because sometimes, you order something on Amazon. I have a problem now with Amazon. I'm trying to control my spending, but sometimes you have to get something. And honestly, I've been finding a lot of good stuff on Amazon. So there you go. So I ordered things, or let's say you do a grocery pickup, or you swipe your card a little bit more for gas. You have that little cushion, right? So this has been a lifesaver for us in this time. So now we find our remaining balance, taking our income, subtracting the giving, subtracting the total expenses, leaves us with $386 $387. So where do we stand with the 70%, right? This is the goal, to live off of 70%. So you take the 806 and you subtract that 653. I'm not going to include the change, but here you go. We have $153 to work with for our daily spending, and I've already calculated the total dollar amounts. So we have $150 that we are going to be setting aside for these specific daily cash envelopes. So we are living off of 70%, guys. Do you see how that works? Do you see how it could work? If it's not 70%, try 80. If it's not 80, try 85. You know, work with your numbers. You know, if you can't do that, well, I hate to break it to you, but you might have to cut back on your bills, on your expenses. Do you need cable? No, you don't need cable. Why not try Hulu? Why not try Netflix? Why not change your phone plan to T-Mobile, where they actually cover up to a specific dollar amount for Netflix? So our Netflix, we don't technically pay for it because it is in our phone bill and it's covered. We pay, I want to say, an extra $5 for our phones because of our Netflix subscription package that we have. Find ways, creative ways, to get that thing that you want, but at an affordable price. Okay, I'm going to repeat that because that was some good stuff. Figure out what you can cut in your budget, but then try to see and do research on other ways that you can get that thing that you want at an affordable price. Do research in your area. Now, I do know that depending upon certain areas of the country, T-Mobile is not the best service. Yes, I know. I'm just saying, do your research on other companies, okay? So now we're moving on to the second part, which is the goal, right? 20%, we've already figured out that number. 20% is going to be towards our goal, and that is sinking funds and also savings. So we're pretty much splitting it in half. We already said that it's 230 for the goal, and we're setting aside 115 for sinking funds, which I wrote down on a post-it note since I don't really have space here to write all of these, but I have quite a few sinking funds that we want to save for. Anniversary, car maintenance, holidays, birthdays, and other things, right? There's small amounts. I'm not saving a whole lot for each of the categories, but I know that slow and steady wins the race. Let me tell you, we have $600 for Christmas, and that's from saving $5, $10, $20, each paycheck, and we made it to $600. We are in August, beginning of August, and we have that amount saved. We could just stop right there, but our goal is to have at least $1,000, and I know we can do it. Your goal could be something different, okay? These videos are to encourage you to get on a written budget that makes sense and works for you and for your family. I know you can do this. It just takes discipline. So these are the sinking funds that we are going to be stuffing. And I just want to let you all know that I'm working on opening up an online account for a few of these sinking funds. Car maintenance is going to be an online account. Let's see, medical, that's going to be a health savings account that we're going to open. And then vacation, that's also going to be an online account. So there's going to be 3 of these sinking funds that I'm no longer going to be physically withdrawing cash for. But the others, it's just easy for me to just have it in a specific envelope. And it's been working, and I'm good with that. And so is my husband. So now we have $122 that's left over, and that's going to our home savings. That leaves us with a zero-based budget. So the remaining amount is a zero, and that's exactly where you want to be. You want to give every single one of your dollars a job, okay? So now that I got that out of the way, let's get to stuffing these cash envelopes. All right, got my teller slip. I went to the bank, withdrew the money, and I wrote it on this teller slip. It's nice and simple to just hand them this with your withdrawal slip, and then they just give you exactly what you need. So that's what I did here. And we're gonna get to stuffing the sinking funds first. I have them in this pouch, and this is from an Etsy shop, Budgeting with Ashley. All of this stuff, everything that I use is linked in the description box down below, so make sure you check that out first if you're interested in, you know, getting some of these cash envelopes. All right, so we're starting with the anniversary, and I did take money from my anniversary. I had $200 in here, and we took everything. Why? Because our anniversary is next month, and we found a really amazing deal. Like, honestly, it is such an amazing deal living in Florida. We have never been to Universal, and let me just tell you something about us. We love going to theme parks. We absolutely love Disney. We love traveling. We love excitement and the thrill of things. So we got tickets to Universal, and let me just explain how awesome this is. It was a base ticket for Florida residents. You have access to 2 parks, and you pay for 1 ticket, but it is free up until December 24th for you to visit Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, and Universal Studios. No blockout dates. You just get that deal. So we took advantage. We had the money in our anniversary, and we also took it from our vacation because we are going on vacation in September, and we can use it during that time. So I was so excited, but we still want to fund our anniversary for next year, okay? Or maybe for like spending money when it comes to our anniversary. We don't know yet, but I'm excited about that. And it's our money, we can do what we want. So we are just adding $10 in here, and that gives us a balance of $10. So let me get the $10 bill. And guys, those of you who are afraid of money, you want to run from money, you want to be very cautious with money, I just want to remind you that money has always been dirty. Money has always been dirty. I will be washing my hands. I will be sanitizing this whole desk area. But money has always been nasty. So I am still using money until they decide to somehow get rid of money for whatever reason, which I think will be the worst decision that our country would make if they make us become a cashless society. I don't know. And I'm not a debater. Like, I don't like confrontation. I don't like arguing. I don't like, if you don't like my views and my thoughts, then, you know, you could just skip forward and just not comment. But yeah, that's how I feel. And I know I'm not the only one. There is a lot of people who depend on cash, who need cash to continue to be able to pay for their bills. It's really important. And I hope that they do not change us to become a cashless society. I think that would be the worst decision that our country will make. Okay, we're adding $25. I'm not sure if I updated this sheet, so let me just verify and make sure that this is indeed $6.25. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 6, 10, 20, 25. Okay, good. But yeah, I don't know. I'm rambling there, but I don't know. That's just how I feel. I think cash is really important because there's people that work side jobs and who do get paid in cash, and cash does matter. It makes a big difference. All right, so there's 125 in here. 81, 20, 125. Father's Day for next year is getting $5. Got 37 in this cash envelope. Gifts, we are adding funds to gifts because we have like upcoming baby showers that we've been invited to that we can't go, but we're going to be sending a gift. So we want to start having like an amount for those types of gifts. We have upcoming weddings to go to, and I know that there'll be bridal showers all tied into that. So I just want to make sure that we're like building a fund. That way it won't like, you know, come at us and we won't have the funds for those particular activities. And I think that it's important to plan ahead for those situations and those events. So that's why I love budgeting so much, because you can put whatever dollar amount towards a goal, and it could be small, but you're making progress to that goal. You're making progress to achieve financial freedom, right? Okay, so we should have $53. 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. But I don't know, cash budgeting has been a big game changer for me. Yeah, it's been wild. All right, 125. Okay, this is the one that I am waiting on the account to be open, so that's why I still have the cash out. But there's some documents that have to be signed for the health savings account. That's why I still have this. But I did go to the dentist this week, spent $32. I'm grateful for our medical envelope. So we have $83 left over, and I have to print out a new envelope. Well, no, I don't, because I'm going to be putting this in the account, so never mind. Medical is getting 10, so there's 93 in here. Let me just verify that. Got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. Yep, 93. All right. Mother's Day, we are not stuffing anything in there. Valentine's Day is getting a small amount, but it is something. It's getting $5. So there is $115 in this envelope. 20, 40, 60, 80, 110, 115. And then vacation, this is another envelope that we did pull for the Universal tickets. We took $150 from here to complete the total that we needed to buy the ticket. So this is getting $10, leaving us with $54 in this vacation envelope. Let me just make sure. 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So the sinking funds, these are all stuffed. I'm going to put this in my safe. All right, now we are moving on to the daily cash envelopes that I keep in my wallet. So I am using the Conscious wallet. So we're just going to get to stuffing my daily cash envelopes. So we're starting out with eating out. It's getting 30. So there's going to be currently $30 in here. Groceries is getting 75. So 75, 80, 81. So 50, 70, 81. Right. Home is getting $20. So there will be 30 in here. Pet, we are not putting a whole lot in pet because we did buy like a big pack of dog food. So they're good for the rest of this week. But I just want to add a little extra just in case, like we want to buy them a treat or a toy or something. I don't know. I want to spoil them, I guess. So there's going to be $9 in here. And then spending, we are adding $20. And I did add $40 in here on the 5th. That is from a sale that I made, and I just withdrew the money and put it in my spending account. My spending envelope. So there should be 20, 40, 61, and 2. Okay, perfect. So guys, that is my cash envelope stuffing for you all, how the process works. Let me know if you have any questions at all. I hope that you guys are inspired and motivated to continue on your financial journey to become debt-free or to save for whatever it is that you're saving for. I am here for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on my social media, Instagram. I'll leave the handle somewhere up here. I don't know where I put it on the screen, but check me out over there. Follow me, and I look forward to hearing from you if this was motivating. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in a brand new video. Bye, guys.